Hello, folks, and welcome into the Essex Sports Center alongside my partner, Tommy Ayers. I'm Cormac Corner-Streff. Apologize for the inconvenience. As of right now, your Eagles are leading 1-0 after the first period. Gavin Anderson scoring midway through the period. It was a pretty, we were here the whole time, but it was a pretty, I'd say, balanced period for both teams. Franklin played pretty well, even being the number 30 seed against the number 3 seed, kind of a David versus Goliath matchup. But pretty equal first period so far.
Yeah, you got to give the Panthers props. They've hung in this one so far. Had a power play in the first period. Didn't get too many shots, but did have a couple of good chances. Made Jesse Bernardinelli make some great saves so far in this one. So definitely not out of it.
Yes. So through one, it's 1-0 Prep, and we're about to start off the second as Coleman on for the face-off and tapped it over to Correa. Correa tapped it over to Goldstein. Goldstein taps it off the wall. Trying to get up to Petroselli. Kind of tossed back out to center ice, but Petroselli has it back. Firing it in deep into the Franklin zone after his Timmy McGolkin. Petroselli is right out in front, but as he lays someone out right into the wall, that was number 19, Drake McAlpine. Still looking for a nice shot on net here is the Prep. It's deep in that left zone. Timmy McGolkin was skating after that behind the net as well. I believe that's Petroselli, it is. But out with it, here comes Franklin. On the attack as they juke in and left the net. That's McAlpine who's shot on net, tried centering it there for number 13, Rocco Limbosa, but to no avail. It's Coleman driving up the center. Coleman is tripped right out in front.
That was a very nice drive there to split the D, but tripped up into the goalie, into Alex Weber for Franklin. That's ref going to sort that one out.
And Weber, so we weren't live for it, but he had a great first period, honestly. A lot of pressure from the Prep, but stood tall, only allowing one.
Yeah, nice job controlling the rebound, too. He made a couple of nice glove saves.
As number 17, Drew Stoller will head off to the box for Franklin, and your Eagles are on a power play here early in the second.
Yeah, this is big, trying to pull away from this Franklin team.
Anderson on for the face-off. He tapped it out over to Ward. Ward over to Goldstein. Goldstein looking for someone. Goldstein fires. It's deflected way high and out of play. It's a good first little shot there. I'm guessing both teams, but I mean, hope more for the Eagles are inspired by their country's winning of gold, both in the women's and the men's categories last, week or so.
Yeah, it was really cool to watch.
Absolutely. As behind the net was McCauley as he tossed it out to Ward. Ward finds Goldstein, top of the key, right inside the blue line. He's going to the center. Goldstein fires on net, deflected out to the side. Down and deep on the left side. McCauley has it right behind the net, over to Ward. Ward just whiffs on a little pass right there, but is able to recover and still pass to Goldstein. Goldstein back over to Ward. Ward cross ice to Waters. Waters fires off the left post. Just missed it.
Did not miss by much here.
And it was cleared out by Franklin. Goldstein now in his own zone. Franklin player fires it back in to waste more time away. As Waters comes down the left side and just fires it in deep, trying to just keep possession on the attack for the Prep. As Ward has it stolen away and tipped out of the zone. Waters going up the left, looking for a pass or a shot, and he fires it way high, and it bounced off the wall and cleared once again. 45 seconds remaining here in the power play. Goldstein trying to find someone to tap it to. Taps it up to Waters. Waters is going past center ice and fires it down into the Franklin zone. Petroselli there to receive it off the boards. McGolden and as well as Ward there. Kind of tangled up. Waters barely saves it in the zone. Goldstein tried it as well, but...
Yeah, nice diving effort there.
Yeah.
No avail.
As Waters behind the net, looking for their last surge on this power play is St. John's Prep. Goldstein fires it in deep, but is deflected and stolen by Franklin, and that will wash away the St. John's Prep power play. So a great power kill there by Franklin. As puck will be fired all the way down on the ice, and it'll be icing.
Yeah, I'm impressed from the Franklin defense on that penalty there. Really didn't let Prep get two set up in the offensive zone. Kept him on the back foot, just kept clearing it down and killed off that one nicely.
Yeah, Franklin, they come in with a 7-13-1 record, the number 30 seed. Like, really nothing to lose, and they've played pretty well through a period and a half. As Franklin, just outside the blue line, fires it back into the prep zone, but Coleman is there to stop it and try and clear it out of the zone. As Correa had the puck on his stick. It was double teamed as he taps it back to Coleman. Coleman goes behind the net looking for someone to pass to. He taps it back over to Correa. Correa up to McGolgan as he fires a pass right off his foot. Nice little hit there by Correa on number 12, Quinn Ticini. As the puck is going up the left side, Coleman is there, and he just trips as he tries to drag it across. McGolgan way outside. It was a shot by Correa, and it was, I don't know if it hit like his center stick or what it was, but kind of whiffed on, and Sefton Parody fires it deep into the Franklin zone. The prep is really just trying to get pucks in deep tonight and trying to get something going in the Franklin zone. So the puck is fired the other way, and the icing will be called.
Yeah, some good shots there from prep. Just didn't get everything on that one that they wanted, but it was a good rebound opportunity also. Just skidded right through the goal mouth, but Weber able to recover.
It was unclear what happened on the slap shot by Kevin Correa. I don't know if he got it on a different part of his stick or what, but Blake Ward's on for the face-off and is fired behind the net. Owen Hansen taps it over, and it's still always stuck in the left corner where we can't see it, but trying to clear it, and Franklin does. It goes way high, almost to the top of the net, and they'll be cleared out for icing.
Yep.
We'll have another face-off in the Franklin zone with just under 11 minutes to play in the second.
Yeah, I wouldn't really say Franklin is getting a lot of offensive pressure. They're really just preventing prep from getting meaningful offensive zone time, which, I mean, it's not going to lose you the game, but it's also not putting any points on the score sheet.
Well, yeah, I think that it also will only work for so long.
Yeah.
You know, you can't play full 3 periods of just playing prevent, you know. Mm-hmm. But you'll see as Dadel's on for the faceoff, wins it for the prep, but Finkel loses it as it goes behind the net. Goldstein trying to get after it, so is Dadel. Goldstein gets it, taps it in deeper to Finkel. Finkel cuts in, skating towards the net, tried tapping it in, but a good little, it was right off the right leg pad of, I think it's Weber. As Franklin's trying to clear it, but Dadel slap shot right off the right leg pad. On a rebound, that was Chase Brown. Just nearly missed it. Goldstein just misses the puck, and prep has to clear out of the zone. That was a great rebound chance there by Chase Brown.
Yeah, I just couldn't finish that one. And a nice stop from Weber.
Icing called off as Waters fired it deep into the Franklin zone. As Waters stumbles again and intercepts a pass. Waters is making a great defensive presence. Waters fires on net and knocks the stick out of Weber's hand.
Oh, my. That is hard to do. About a centimeter left or right, that might be in the net, but just square off the end of the stick.
So it's just complimenting his defensive presence so far this game. Waters decides to say that he can also play offense too. With his, I think, third or fourth shot on net tonight. Stadel had it on the face-off. Correa makes a nice play to keep it in the zone on the stick to Brandon Ward as he spins back. Attacked by 2 defenders now. Gavin Anderson in there to help him out. The man who scored the goal earlier. He's tied up on the right side of the wall. McCauley going to help out as well. The puck comes free on the stick to McCauley. McCauley loses it. And great way to keep it in the zone there is Correa, but on the second chance, Franklin clears it out as Ward tried getting it to McCauley, but it went right past the stick and deeper into the Franklin zone. Ward and Anderson tied up again, and Anderson freed it out, but it was right to a Franklin player in Doyle. who lost it again, has on the stick of Ryan Doherty. Up to Brandon Ward up the left side. He's driving. One-on-one. He fires. He shoots. He scores! Top bin over the top of Alex Weber.
Yeah, that's just a great drive there from Ward. Dangles around a little bit with some speed and just finishes it that top right side. We'd seen a couple hit posts. We just saw that hit stick, and finally Prep gets a little lucky bounce. And a great shot from Ward makes this game 2-0 Prep.
Brandon Ward is a key piece last year, led the team in goals last year, and he had to miss several games this year, so it's a big factor that he's back. And the team really missed him. As Go Eagles lead 2-0 with 8:35 remaining here in the second period. Coleman may be on a breakaway here if he can reach it in time, but centered it nearly there for Petroselli, but intercepted by a Franklin defender. Now Franklin on a 2-on-2 attack here. Trying to center it, fires on net. Easy glove save there for Bernardinelli. Bernardinelli hasn't seen much tonight, as we've talked about, but the little that he has, he's done his job. Absolutely.
Yeah, a couple more shots at least in the first period. A couple more chances, more saves having to be made, but Franklin just needs to establish some offensive pressure.
Coleman on for the faceoff. He wins it for the Prep. Waters helped him out. Goldstein taps it off the wall. As that shot got fired way up. That was by number 17 right there.
Stoller.
Yeah, Drew Stoller, who was the man who headed to the was called for tripping earlier. Power play for each team. Both of them not able to convert on either one. Another face-off here for Coleman against Thomas Quinn. That is won by the Prep, but quickly recovered. Stoller fires again on net, wide to the left. So McGolgan will clear it out of the zone, trying to get it to Petroselli. Petroselli will put a little screen on there as McGolgan drives right off the leg pad. Coleman on the rebound. McGolgan again. Goldstein slips, trying to go help him out, and Waters, another great job. As he fires on net, it was a little ricochet. Couldn't tell if that was off a Franklin player or if that was off McGolgan. As Waters, one-timer, just wide to the left. In deep. Coleman over to Petroselli. Petroselli had 2-on-1, was lost the puck. And here comes Quinn. Bat tapped it, shot. Love save there by Bernardinelli.
That was pretty nice. There was a lot of space in that net on the left side. Bernardinelli comes up big, gloves it cleanly.
That was Rocco Lampasona, senior number 13, right wing.
Yeah, he might have had a pass there to the left side, but just didn't see it, took the shot.
It's a good setup shot, though. I mean, it's just a great save by Bernardinelli. As Prep wins yet another face-off as Sefton Parody tapped it over to Finkel, and Finkel will clear it out of the zone, and Sefton will take it past the lights, and they will call a whistle. Are they calling offsides in the Prep, maybe?
Yes. Yeah, it looks like Sefton just lost the puck, and he came into the zone himself, throwing the body before the puck did. He's no stranger to throwing the body around.
As Prep will have another face-off. That was Dadel. He won hit, tapped it over Cray, and Cray will throw it in deep to the Franklin zone. It was stuck on the left side as Parody fired in deep once again. Dadel after it on the right wall. Played tightly. Finkel there to help out. Finkel right in front. Parody, nice save to keep it in. Fired kind of a slap shot on net, but it's a slow dribbler.
Ricocheted off the skate of a Franklin defenseman. Almost redirected through the 5-hole, but
Weber, roll.
Yeah, stood strong. Yeah, we were just talking about Sefton a minute ago, but I feel like Prep definitely has the size advantage, at least from what I'm seeing. They've been playing the body pretty well, bullying Franklin off of some pucks.
Yeah, some definitely big hits into the walls, especially in the first period. I feel like we saw a lot more of that as well. A lot of loud bangs you definitely heard. As Dadel on for the faceoff again, tapped it back to Brandon Ward. Able to keep it in with Correa. McCauley right in front. Backhand, not able to score. McCauley centered it for Ward, but on the breakaway. Here comes McAlpine. As Correa wins that. Parody trying to clear it. Stuck on the right side of the wall here. McAlpine trying to get it again, and it's clear out of the prep zone. So anytime really it's gotten into the prep zone, I feel like prep's done a pretty good job at quickly clearing it out.
Yeah, it's really just you're getting one shot or maybe one drive to the net and just.
They have Venosa who made it. Great pass. That was over to number 3, Thomas Quinn, but Quinn couldn't do anything with it as Devin Anderson over to Blake Ward on the left side. Ward loses it. Comes in for the save. That's Luke Hornstein going up the left side. Centered it over to McGolkin, who had a point-blank shot.
Yeah, he just couldn't get any elevation on that. It was McColgan. Wanted it. He was tapping the ice, ready for that one, but just couldn't bury it.
Yeah, in the first period, McGolkin had a couple good shots.
Nice plays, some good shots there.
Down the stretch, I feel like he's definitely took on a bigger role, I'd say. He's played on the first line and just played a lot more important minutes.
Yeah, he's really a guy that can spark your offense, spark your team.
Franklin drives past middle ice, and J.R. Goldstein lays number 15 out right there. Here comes the prep on attack. Luke Hornstein tosses it off the wall. Right behind. He went to receive his own puck. As Blake Ward fires it, quickly deflected off a defender. That's Colby Yakinsock. Waters fired it and was deflected off the stick of number 14 right there. Brendan Humphener. And right into the glove of Alex Weber. A lot of tough names here on this Franklin Panthers team, so
we're trying our best. Now we were just talking about the physicality, and that was a bone-crushing hit over back in the prep zone.
Yeah.
J.R. Goldstein.
J.R. absolutely. There's captains, and then there's J.R. I'd say he's definitely the head leader for this prep team. As Kevin Correa, another captain, fires it in deep off the back wall. Trying to get in a ricochet, maybe Golden or Petroselli, but Franklin clears it out, and here comes Lampinosa. Centers it over to Quinn, but it was intercepted by Correa, and it'll be out of play.
Yeah, it's just kind of a slow developing pass that Correa just jumped and tried to clear that out, but deflected up into the netting. Franklin need to be a bit more crisp, a bit quicker on their passes if they want to get some good looks in the offensive zone.
But, I mean, if you're Franklin, I think you're still very happy where you are. You're only down 2-0 to a top 3 team in the state, and you're still very much in this game. As it was a great breakaway and just out of the reach of McGolden, and they'll call icing.
Yeah, that was a nice attempt at a set play off the face-off. I mean, McColgan's one of your fastest guys out there on the ice, just ring it around. Had his man beat, but just couldn't hang on to the puck.
Just missed him. So we'll have another face-off here in the prep zone with 4:28 remaining here in the second. It'll be Christian Coleman and Thomas Quinn. Face off, won by the prep as Coleman tosses it behind him. Correa taps it off the walls to the other side. Golden had it, and he tapped it over back to Coleman. Coleman driving on the right side. Just poked away from him as Petroselli has it right behind the net, trying to maybe back tuck it in. Get 2 defenders right on him, right in front of the goals for Colgan. Right in front is Coleman. Weber in a full layout.
Yeah, just dove on it.
The puck.
Superman right on top of the puck.
That's literally what it looked like, yes.
Nice stop there. Coleman just trying to make something happen in front of the net. Almost got a good shot off there, but a little caught up.
Another great acrobatic stop there by Alice Weber. Face off, won by the prep again. On the stick of Brendan Waters. Chase Brown, back to Waters. Waters fired it. It was deflected right in front. As Franklin got on a bit of a drive there. It was a quick little stick check, and Finkel going to stop it as Daigle now has the puck. Back to Finkel. And out of the prep zone. back into the prep zone. Bernardinelli comes out of the net to receive it, stop the ricochet. Waters over to Finkel. Finkel trying to get it cross ice to Brown. Brown got hung up, but Dadel on the left side. One-on-one with the goalie. Fires it. Nearly went through the 5-hole. Good stop there by Weber. Waters has it, trying to wrap it around and tried to get it to Dadel, and it's just wide right of his stick. Another just missed opportunity here for the prep. As Doherty juking left and juking right. Tossed it to Finkel, but just out of the reach of Finkel as well, so no icing will be called. He did touch it with his stick. It's stuck on the left side once again. And here comes Franklin as they fired it. Quick shot as Doherty laid a Franklin, James McLaughlin, right into the wall. Chase Brown nearly had something going there. A big hit there at center ice on Thomas Quinn. That was Brendan Waters.
Now look at the crowd going.
You can see here in the background, the prep student section getting rowdy. That's a good shot there, but just wide to the right. Thomas Quinn trying to center it to his boys, but that right over to Brandon Ward as Drew McCauley going a little one-on-two. Brandon Ward there to help. Brandon Ward fires it, and it's deflected and out of play. It's like I just was mentioning earlier how strong of a defensive presence Brandon Waters had this game. He lays out Thomas Quinn at center ice.
Yeah, that's a tough one. That's one you're going to feel tomorrow. But props for Franklin. They got some nice chances in the offensive zone even after that hit.
As Gavin Anderson on for the face-off. Goldstein to his back left. And Ward to his back right. And Goldstein will stop that from getting cleared as he'll fire it back in. Anderson now, kind of I don't think he even meant to fire it on net, but it went right slightly to the left. Another big hit on the left side. I think it was Brandon Ward. As Goldstein will stop from going out. Tries to tap it into one of his teammates, but he's not able to. Goldstein keeps it in once again. Shoots to his left. Goldstein still has it. Fires. Kind of does the Bobby Orr.
Yeah, shades of Bobby Orr there.
But wasn't able to get it. And Franklin will clear it now as number 10 comes here on the drive. Centers it. Nearly a great setup there for number 15. But here comes J.R. Goldstein on the left side. Bat taps it to McCauley and just out of the reach. That would have been a thing of beauty.
Yeah, just couldn't quite set up a 2-on-1.
A great pass down ice, but just tapped off Thomas Quinn's stick. As Cradle fired off the glass. And Tim McGolden has it here. Over to Petroselli. Petroselli bats to McGolden. And a great deflection there from Weber. And McColgan just couldn't get a good stick on that pass. Couldn't corral it. Franklin on an opportunity here. Nearly centered there to Thomas Quinn, but intercepted by Coleman as he's driving up the side now. Colgan tied up. Coleman trying to take the shot here. Coleman takes a shot. He scores!
A nice play from Coleman to recognize that Weber was down. A lot of area in the top of the net, and he just buried that one.
And I don't think Weber even knew where the puck was because Coleman, it was kind of like we mentioned earlier, McColgan had set kind of a screen, and Coleman cut in left, sent all the way around to the right, and just able to get it in.
Yeah, just wove across the net, set up, and just fired that thing.
I don't know if you can even do a three-man weave in hockey, but if so, that's kind of what that was right there.
Yeah, and Weber was just stuck on the ground there, couldn't get up into position. A lot of space up top shelf.
As face-off won by the prep. Kind of on a little breakaway here is Petroselli tied right up the puck. It was kind of a 3-on-1. His teammates there to help now. Sefton Perry will fire it just a bit too high and it'll go out of play. Just 24.9 seconds remaining here in the second. 3-0 Eagles is your score.
Face-off will come outside the Eagle zone.
Fadol wins the face-off, taps it over to Waters. Waters is going to fire off the side wall. right out in front. Chase Brown. Chest save there by Weber. And Weber kind of, I don't know if you saw that after the play, kind of put his hands up. He's like, I don't know what else you want me to do. Like,
it's
his defense not being the most supporting cast right now.
It's tough. He's making some nice saves, but you really need some time in the offensive zone to give your guys a bit of a rest. Because obviously when you're in the defensive zone, you're skating around a lot quicker.
And won by the prep once again. Brendan Waters fires it on net. I thought that went in out. Sefton Parody deflected.
Weber just under siege, trying to get out of the period, only down 3, but
Waters' shot I think it bounced off the left post and just went right out.
I have no idea. I didn't really hear a post. Maybe it hit off like the apron or something. I'm not sure, but very close to going in nonetheless.
So 4.6 seconds remaining. Another offensive zone face-off here for the prep. Whistle's blown again. I mean, they're telling Christian Coleman he can't be for the face-off. I don't guess that's the. Oh.
Yeah, let's
okay.
send.
Oh, now Waters. Okay, we're playing a game of musical chairs. Who's going to take the face-off? Waters ultimately will. And little pushing and shoving, and that'll be the end of the second as.
Oh, geez.
Pushing and shoving on the ground.
What is going on?
So much for being a captain, not really leading your team as you shove another player on the ground.
Yeah, it's playoffs.
I don't know if you saw, but Brendan Ward, it was Thomas Quinn who was shoving on the ground. Brendan Ward pointed up at the scoreboard saying, we're up 3-0.
Yeah,
but
that's a tough one. These guys just need to get off the ice, cool off a little bit. Crowd's letting them have it, yeah.
But nonetheless, a very much more, I'd say, dominant second period.
Yeah, you could see Prep really starting to rev up, starting to get some good opportunities, really controlled play, kept it in the Franklin zone.
So in the second period, both goals scored by Christian Coleman and I believe who was the other? It was Brandon Ward. It was that absolute bullet right above Weber's head.
Yeah.
So after 2, your Eagles lead 3-0. We will check back in just a few minutes for the third period. Hello, folks, and welcome back in. I'm Cormac Cornish-Treff alongside my partner, Tommy Ayers, as your Eagles are leading the Franklin Panthers 3-0 through 2 periods. Like we said, it was a more, balanced first period, I guess you could say, and then second, Prep definitely, there was something that happened in the locker room. We kind of joked about it off air that Coach Hansen was going to kind of lay into the Prep, and that he probably did. 2 goals netted by the Prep in the second period, and just the more physical approach, a lot of hits. It was.
Yeah, they're really just trying to take over in all facets of the game. They played with some speed. They've had some nice breaks, some nice drives, some pretty good play with the body also. So definitely playing physical, playing better defense, and just getting some good looks in the offensive zone.
Yeah,
so.
And I think just like was another key factor, I think the majority of that second period was just played inside the Franklin zone. But don't get me wrong, the shots that Bernardinelli has had to take tonight, obviously he's not let a single one in, and he's played very well as the face-off is complete, and Franklin has a little quick drive, but it's ended very quickly. As Timmy Dolgan is going on the attack here, drooped in to the right, looking for an outlet pass as he goes, trying to center, and not able to as Correa loses it outside of the zone. Fires it back in deep was Goldstein. Right behind the net was Weber. Golden on the attack once again. He's had several shots on net tonight. Just been really a aggressive attacker today.
Yep.
Petroselli hitting to the walls. Coleman goes down but is able to stop the puck from getting cleared, so did his job nonetheless. Finally Brits out of the fray, and they're able to clear it as Correa just lays another body. Probably his third big hit tonight.
Yeah, we saw it getting a little chippy after the end of the second period.
We did.
I imagine it's only going to get more physical.
Anytime playoff hockey is involved, something's going to get a little more, pushy, shovey. Like Correa from way downtown fires to the left off the glass. Fires off the right side. That was Brendan Waters, and lead pad save there by Alex Weber.
Yeah, like we were talking about, anytime it's playoff hockey, they grip the sticks a little tighter, skate a little quicker. It's just amped up to that next gear. It's win or go home.
Yeah, and even in this match, it's a number 30 seed versus a number 3 seed. But it's still going to be intense hockey as Waters has it in deep, fires it. Another lead pad save there by Weber. Doherty tapped it up to Anderson. Anderson responsible for the first goal of the game in the first period. As Brandon Ward that is, fires it off the left leg pad. Waters off the ricochet, fires it again, right out in front of the net. And another just acrobatic kind of Superman save there by Weber, and Anderson goes flying over the top of him as well.
Yeah, he's done that a couple of times now. I don't know, it must be just a favorite of his. Could poke check the puck, could try to, pull it into your glove, but diving on it also works.
I think he kind of came into his thoughts, he realized the puck's right in front of me. It's kind of
it was kind of in that no man's land where it's hard to reach for it with the stick, and you didn't have any defensemen, so took Anderson it on himself.
On for the faceoff, wins it back to Brandon Ward. Ward fires it to the left off the right leg pad. Anderson off the ricochet, but wide right. Waters fired it and was laid into right after as Doherty comes off the ricochet. Waters was tangled up. On the stick of Doherty still. Trying to find somebody to pass it to. Fires it in deep. McCauley has it right behind the net. Pushed into the wall. Brandon Ward there. Looking for someone to pass it to. Fires it cross ice over to Logan Daigle. Daigle. Doherty. Back to Daigle. Daigle kind of skates behind, and the nets come offset, and they'll stop it. They'll push it and shove it on Doherty, but they'll have to readjust the net, which is a very common occurrence here at the Essence Sports Center. Most of the time it's the left net, but we've seen a couple readjustments today on the right net.
Either just some bad spikes, or you need to drill a little bit deeper, but the nets love to come off here.
Yes. As Daigle waiting to face off with Thomas Quinn. And Quinn will win that face-off as he tries to get it back to his teammates, but Daigle will come and intercept it. Daigle spins all the way around, fires it in off the ricochet. Finkel was looking forward, or Brown, but neither one able to go as Correa fires just wide to the left. Goldstein able to tap it, trying to get it to Finkel, but Finkel loses it. Brown trying to go after it. Daigle as well. Cut up deep into the right side. Brown has it. Bit of a cross check into the back. Centered it for Finkel. Off the ricochet. They call it dead, I think, unless they're saying the net came off again. Yeah. Once again it did.
Yeah. I believe that they need to just let him play a little bit, especially when it's not even that noticeable.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I didn't even really notice it. I thought they may have blown it dead. but Weber clearly didn't have possession of it. So
yeah.
Another face-off here in the Franklin zone. It's Dadel for the Prep. And he wins it for the Prep. Bounces off his skate, and Goldstein does a nice job of keeping it in, but tapped right out by Franklin. Finkel was on a 2-on-1. That was with Humpfenheimer, and there was also number 28, McLaughlin. As puck is tossed all the way down as icing was called off. Finkel's going to come down there as Brown was down there first. Calling offsides, is that?
I'm not sure. Some kind of stoppage.
Nobody's headed to the penalty box, so. But they're having a offensive zone face-off for the Prep. So I don't know. It's unclear, but Christian Coleman taking a face-off against Quinn, and Coleman will win. Tapped it out to Brendan Waters on the right side. Waters saving it from going out, and he gets laid out himself. He did a lot of bodying tonight. Timmy Golden on the rebound, nearly had it there.
Yeah, that might have been a little revenge hit on Waters after
number 13, Lampasona. His icing's called off. Sefton Parody has it in deep. Bringing it out of the zone for the Prep. Tapped it to Waters. Waters fires it way up to the left, and now icing will be called on the Prep. 11:17 to go here in the third. See if Franklin can get anything sort of going here. I mean, even if I'm Franklin, like, I'd say I'm still, like, happy at where I'm at. Like, number 30 seed, like, not really expecting much, and still only a 3-goal game.
They've definitely shown up, definitely shown that they care about the game and giving it their best shot here.
Quinn and Coleman. Won by Quinn as he tapped it out to his teammate. That was number 19 with the high shot, McAlpine. Who just good back check there by Brendan Waters as Petroselli has it on his stick. Fires it, deflected. Another layout save there by Weber.
Yeah, bodies are just getting thrown around at all ends of the ice now.
So a left side of the zone face-off for Luke Hornstein and number 33, James Allen. Won by the Prep. And a just kind of desperation save. And then there was a shot there by Blake Ward, and it was kind of just pushed out to the right side by Weber. Blake Ward lays the body into the wall as well. Here comes Franklin on the attack, going up the right side. Oh, my. Goldstein tried laying a hit, but kind of got hit right back into the wall. Fighting for it down there is Blake Ward and Luke Hornstein. On the breakout, it'll be Hornstein, who has Owen Hansen on the right side. Tried getting over to Hansen, but not able to tap it in. And there'll be a delayed penalty as Bernardinelli's out of the net. They have an extra skater. And here it is.
Could have had a goal right there, though, if Hansen could control that one. Just had an open net to tap it in, but
there's a trip in earlier, right about middle ice on Blake Ward. And number 17, I think it's the same guy, Drew Stoller, who was tripping right in front of the net in the second period. Heads off to the box for tripping once again. So Prep gets a power play here with 10:16 remaining. Won by the Prep. That was Anderson over to Waters. Waters fires it. Deflected right out in front by McCauley and a Franklin defender. Waters tapped it. Goldstein. Ward. Brendan Ward back to Goldstein. Goes to center. Back to Brendan Ward. Ward fires it. Deflected by Franklin. Tapped it back to Goldstein. Goldstein fires it. Not able to get any elevation on it. It's bounced off to the right side. Ward fighting for it. Goldstein has it. Over to Waters. Waters having a tough time possessing it. Fires it. It's deflected right out in front, and it's a good clear there by Franklin. It's Bernardinelli letting his teammates catch his breath. And here come the Prep on the attack. Brandon Ward skating, sprinting up the right side. Ward tripped right behind, and we'll have a 5-on-3 here.
Yeah, that's a rough one. I mean, you like the refs to kind of swallow the whistles a bit in the playoffs, but tripping, that's just hard to miss.
Yeah. And I like when it's a blatant tripping like that, too. It's just a one-on-one. And
you just have to call that one.
That'll be number 12 headed to the box. Quinn Ticini. So 5-on-3 for the Prep. Gavin Anderson for the faceoff. Wins it. Ward taps it to Waters. Waters over to Goldstein. Goldstein kind of like taps it back to Brendan Ward on the right side. Back to Goldstein at center. Goldstein shoots. Tried getting in through the 5-hole, but Weber is able to stop.
Yeah, I feel like Weber so far, he's been good on the shots in the lower part of the net, but I think just maybe because his stature is a little smaller than, say, Bernardinelli, he's got a lot of room upstairs, top shelf when he's down in the butterfly, and that's where Prep's been scoring their goals.
So Prep scored the goals basically all season as Goldstein tossed it over to Waters and it tapped off his knee. Goldstein has it again. Back to Waters. Waters fires. Top left, like we were just saying, trying to get it up there, but that was a little too high as Anderson trying to possess the puck. Has it, McCauley centers it to Ward. He shoots, he scores! Top right bin and in.
That
His
is a
second
nice
goal of the night.
Good bang passing play and just perfect shot up in the corner there.
That was just beautiful. Good toss by McCauley. And right in the top bin.
Yeah,
beautiful.
That's a real tough one to take those penalties, have to go up against that St. John's Prep power play, and that's going to kill you.
So they'll have to play 5-on-4 now, so it says there's still another minute 25 remaining in the second power play. So 4-0 Prep, Brendan Ward, the second goal of the night. Great assist there by Drew McCauley, though, as well. As Coleman going down on the left side. McGolden at kind of center there to help him out. Coleman already has one goal tonight. Taps it lightly off the wall to Goldstein. Goldstein taps it back. Coleman centers it for Parody. He shoots, he scores!
What a play by Parody there, just to control that pass and get off an accurate shot. Again, top shelf.
It was beautiful. He tossed it right in the top left bin and it went all the way around to the right side. 5-0 Prep. This game has been absolutely flipped on its head in about 15 seconds.
Yeah, you give a team like St. John's that two power play opportunities, and they're gonna beat you with that. And this one, floodgates kind of opening up now. 5-0 your score.
So back to even as here comes this couple of the student sections starting to clear out.
Kind of the telltale sign at the end of these ones. You know, Red Auerbach lights up his cigar. Student section clears out.
As Franklin possessing it deep in their own zone. Trying to get any sort of thing going here. They fire it. Puck in deep. Doherty skating behind the net. Trying to possess it. Late Ward. Tossed it. Trying to get it up ice. Bounced off the skate of Luke Horenstein. Owen Hansen has the puck. Past center ice, going up the left side. He's still driving. Luke Horenstein is at center. Kind of waiting for it. Blake Ward down there too, looking to help out. Was trying to get a pass there for Franklin, but just out of reach. Doherty tapped it over to Waters. Waters. That was to Blake Ward. He's trying to possess it and just lost it, and offsides will be called.
And it looks like we have a change in net for the Panthers. Appears to be Thomas Ravani in net now, the senior.
We're talking about Weber being shorter. Ravani might be even shorter than Weber.
Yeah, looks like it.
But as the puck's fired way up and kind of a can of corn there for Ravani.
Nice outfield play for Ravani.
I was looking to see one of the team managers yell pop fly. Yeah. So. As Daigle on for the face-off. wins it for the Prep. Correa has it. Goldstein has it at the top of the zone as he's throwing up the left side. Trying to cut in. Still has it. Taps it back to Dadel. Trying to get a cross slice over Correa. Bounced off the wall. On the ricochet, Finkel has it. And he's just going to fire it in deeper. Waste more time away. And it'll be cleared out of the zone. That was number 13, Lampisona, on the stick to Chase Brown. The Prep kind of a little keep away here as Chase Brown driving up the right side. Shoots into his left, shoots to his right. Finkel scores!
Yeah, nice play there from Brown to Finkel. Chase Brown really starting up that play in his own zone. Goes end to end pretty much, and just a nice feed to Finkel. Can't miss burying that one.
Yeah. Shoots in left, right. Bat tapped over to Finkel right in front, and 6-0 St. John's Preppers will score with. Now it'll be running clock here when it's when you're up 6 goals, so sits 15 and counting. As a lot of the boys who hasn't really seen the ice tonight getting in with Matthew Green, who's about to take this face off, and Sean Flynn on defense. So this is the Prep that we know and love. Just onslaughts of offense, basically no time in the defensive zone.
Yeah, they've really shown what kind of a team they can be at their full force in this period.
That's another attack here. Brandon Ward, bit of a one-on-one, skates in and to his left. He's getting constantly stitch checks by Allen, I think that was, on the stick of McCauley. McCauley centers it. Saved right in front, and he kind of does, Rovani does a little bit of his own, like Superman save.
I guess it's something they're teaching on the Franklin team. I don't know.
That's Matthew Green on for the face-off once again. It's won by Franklin. Fires it off their back wall. And Correa, there might have been parity, but right out in front, deflected. McCauley nearly had a goal. Sean Flynn does a nice job keeping it right in the zone, back tapping it. Matthew Green slipped up right in front of the net. Way out. Sefton parity right in front. Drew McCauley still out in front. Matthew Green not able to get it in.
Outstretched save from Ravani there. Nice.
Yeah, good little possession there.
Franklin just trying to get puck out of their zone.
Yeah. Right in front, Brandon Ward off the top bar and out. Sefton parity driving in. Loses the puck and cleared out of the zone as Franklin. It kind of looks like this Prep team's just kind of toying with them at this point.
Yeah, at this point they've really shown their superior speed and physicality, and they've just kept the puck in the zone for as long as I can remember.
Yes. It's like a lion just like playing with their food. Just kind of, if they get another goal, then wonderful. If not, like just fire more shots. Coleman's on for the face-off. And quick whistle. We'll do it again.
Ref having a chat with scorekeeper, maybe running clock or something.
Oh, just the clock is not running as of right now. So nice. Just a little meet up.
Yeah, but really a nice tone setter from this Prep team.
Yes.
Trying to make a deep playoff run like they have in years past. So always good to get some confidence.
This clock is back to running as Christian Coleman will not able to win the faceoff, but still in the Franklin zone. Tell who has it down deep there, but Franklin's able to clear it out. Dave Plattman able to stop it there. Coleman, Petroselli fighting for it. Coleman gets it. Tapped over to Owen Hansen, but just out of his reach. Owen Hansen still has it in his zone. Over to Coleman. Right in front, Petroselli scores!
Buries it. That was, again, some beautiful puck movement from Coleman to Petroselli.
It was Coleman over to Hansen, right over to Petroselli, and that's goal number 7 of the night for the Prep. We haven't seen this much of a beat-up since when we called that BC High game in the Frazies tournament.
I believe that one was 7-something also.
Then it was 7-1 maybe.
Jeez.
And then BC High maybe got 1 for the morale. I don't know.
Yeah. And now we're really stretching the bench here.
Yes.
Get some experience to some of those newer guys because, it's their program to inherit.
As Franklin won the face-off, but quickly recovered by the Prep, and Waters tried firing up ice, but it was off the glass and hit the net. So 2 minutes and still counting here to go in this game. Prep just taking over this period. Like we both talked about it after the first period. Like it was way too even. Like the Coach Chris Hansen was not going to love how his team was playing. As Sadel here comes a little bit on the breakaway, he lays out Chase Brown right in front. Oh,
nice!
Matthew Green nearly had an 8th goal.
Good play there from number 12. That was Quinn Ticini.
Lampisona tried centering it, and we're getting pushing and shoving here against the wall. A little extracurricular.
Yeah, when the game gets like this, there's really nothing left to do except scrap a little bit.
Yes. Lampisona went over and shoved it. About 3 different Prep players. He's really letting his motions get to him.
And props to Franklin for not losing their fight. It's got to be tough to play in a game like this, but they've played this team tough all night.
Thomas Quinn fired it on net, and Bernardinelli makes a nice little stop. It's under a minute. Clock continues to run. And won by the Prep as it goes off the backboards as Matthew Green tried clearing it. Missed on the first one, was able to clear it on the second. Down and deep. Dadel gets it right out in front.
Yeah, just bounced right in.
Looked like it actually got in the net.
Under the legs of Ravani, but I don't know, able to maybe stop it, or either that or just not worth the trouble.
Yes, we'll have this last face-off maybe, or they're just going to let the clock go out.
Yeah, it looks like it.
And that's what they will do as your Eagles advance to the second round of the MIA Division I playoffs. With an absolute massacre of the Panthers from Franklin today. Kind of like, thanks for coming out.
Yeah.
So overall, just an absolute beatdown. I'll go through the plethora of goals we had today. So start off, this is before this period. It was only 3-0. There was 4 goals out of this. Brandon Ward scored 2. Christian Coleman had 2, I believe. Gavin Anderson had 1. And Anthony Petroselli has 1 as well. So really a senior show today.
A real team effort also.
Yes. And we always have players of the game. I feel like, for me, I'm just going to, I'd say, you know what I'll say, who didn't show up on the score sheet today, but Brendan Waters had a great defensive game. I'll give it to 2 defensemen, Brendan Waters as well as Kevin Correa. 2 guys who made a lot of big hits and just played great defensively. Yeah,
definitely some earth-shattering hits out there, but the offense also, a couple of sharp shooters. Brandon Ward had a couple nice goal there, and then Petroselli. And really towards the end, there was some great passing being done, some really beautiful plays to set up easy goals. So,
absolutely.
You saw that Prep team firing pretty much at the best of their ability there. So
I look forward to tonight seeing on the Instagram what was the comparison in shots on net, because Bernardinelli obviously did his job in the minimal shots he got, but
it's a lot to not a lot, I guess. But yeah, it's going to be fun to see this Prep team advance in the tournament.
Yes, so Saturday, 3:20 p.m. here again at the Essence Sports Center will be the last home game of the season for your Eagles. It'll be against the winner of the Chelmsford versus Arlington Catholic game. So then 3:20. So you'll have a live stream that day as well, and we will see you then. Thank you for tuning in. seeing the Prep beat down on Franklin. As once again, high above the ice, alongside my partner Tommy Ayers, I'm Cormac Warner-Streff, saying thank you and good night.